How much does it really cost to live in Dublin in 2025? With the rising prices and an ongoing house crisis, Dublin isn't exactly a cheap place to live. But how much do we actually spend in a month? In this video, I'll break down our monthly expenses from rent to food to transportation, matcha, coffee, going out, and even self-care and beauty services. I'll also share the average prices in Dublin so you can get a better idea of what the cost of living in Ireland would look like for you. Whether you're planning to move here or just curious, this breakdown will give you a clear picture of what life in Dublin actually costs. Let's start with the housing costs. Our rent is 2,250 euros. Yes, it's expensive. We live in South Dublin in a newly built apartment complex, and we pay this price for a one-bedroom apartment. The complex also has a co-working place, gym and community places, so it's nice, but yeah, it's still expensive. From this price I pay only 1,000 euros plus the utilities. So our electricity for the last 2 months, it was like winter month, January, February, so it was more expensive than usual. For 2 months it was 380 plus internet with Virgin Media is 60 euros, the mobile phone bill with Virgin Media is 45 plus our subscriptions. Like my boyfriend pays for Amazon Prime, which is 8.5 euros. I pay for Spotify, which is 17 euros. And a fun fact, did you know that Netflix and Spotify prices differ in every country? Yeah, and in Ireland they are quite pricey. So just for comparison, the standard Netflix monthly fee here is 17 euros, and for example in Hungary it's around 10 euros. I canceled my Netflix at the beginning of this year because we barely used it, and now we have Prime, so we are fine. But the Spotify fees differ even more. So we have the Duo Premium account, which is 17 euros here, and in Hungary it would cost only 7 euros. We don't have a car, so we use public transportation. And with our Leap card, one ticket is 2 euros and it can be used within 90 minutes for free. And the Leap card can be used also on bus, tram and train. I go to the office every weekday by bus, and the Leap card system, the TFI, also has like daily cap and weekly cap. So for example, when I go out on the weekend, sometimes I don't pay for transportation because of the weekly cap. And this month, my transportation was 90 euros, like this. We do a bigger grocery shopping once a week and also buy a few stuff during the week. And sometimes we also order online if we don't want to carry the heavy stuff. And the delivery fee is between 4 and 8 euros. Our favorite supermarket is Dan's because of their nice selection and quality food. And the vouchers, of course. We cook most of our dishes at home. We really like steak, salmon, especially the white Atlantic salmon and the other seafood. And these are more expensive, but for example, they are still cheaper cooking them at home than having them at the restaurant. It also offers fresh cuts from butchers and fishmongers. Most supermarkets have also gluten-free and vegan-friendly sections. In Tesco and SuperValue it's the Free From section, and in Dan's it's called Nourish. And at Nourish you can also buy healthier products. Currently I eat 80% gluten and dairy free, and unfortunately these products are also more expensive. And I also share the prices of a few main products with you. I recorded them in different supermarkets, and I also put the prices on the screen for you. We buy nuts and seeds in Holland and Barrett because occasionally they have nice deals, and if you order online, you can also have some extra discounts. Make sure to join the Holland and Barrett loyalty program because you will get rewards and vouchers, and you will also get a reward card. You can choose from squirrel or rabbit, and important question. Let me know in the comments which one would you choose, the squirrel or the rabbit. Anyways, with this order we saved around 40 euros and we ordered many things. Now I'm checking the order. The subtotal would be in 102 euros and we saved 44 euros. So all these things here cost only 58 euros. So sign up for the loyalty program. We cook most of our dishes at home, but sometimes we go out to treat ourselves. And we didn't order food a very long time ago because the fees went higher. So I think now deliveries fees around 4 euros, and some places also increased their minimum order rate. And sometimes the food didn't arrive as we expected, so we just cook our own food. The prices in restaurants vary, obviously. It depends the place you go, on your taste, your budget, the location. Usually if we go out, we spend like 30-40 euros per person, but for example if we go out for steak, that can increase a lot. This month we went to Marco Pierre White Steakhouse. Usually the steak price starts from 30 euros plus the side, plus the drinks, plus dessert. You know the drill. And for 2 cocktails and 2 fillet with sides and still water, we paid 145 euros. The average price of a cocktail is 15 euros and a pint of Guinness is usually 8 euros. But for example, if you go to the most famous bar, Temple Bar in Temple Bar, I think there Guinness is already more than 10 euros. A pint of beer is around 7 euros, but I'm not a beer drinker, so I won't go into details. But one of my biggest pain points is the price of a glass of wine. Usually it starts from 8 euros. And it just goes up. Yeah. I also had a lunch at Nomu Ramen. Everything was super delicious and I paid 26 euros for a ramen and the mochi dessert. We were eating out another time after our hike in Count Wicklow. We stopped for a lunch at the Roundwood stores, and there are 2 drinks, 2 focaccia sandwiches, and the brownie cost 39 euros. And I highly recommend this place because everything was super tasty. Minimum once a month, but maybe twice, we go out for brunch because this is one of our favorite activities. And usually a price of a brunch is around 15 euros plus maybe some extras plus the coffee. So sometimes we pay between like 40 and 50 for 2 person. Second brunch of the month. I'll go to Tang now, and I'm alone because I'm also doing a spring in Dublin video. I'll put the link in the description for you. And I'm going to Tang because I know that they have gorgeous brunch. On weekdays after lunch, usually I treat myself with a matcha latte around 3-4 times per week. I drink my matcha with almond milk, so with the extra alternative milk the price is usually 4.5 euros. This area of Dunleary has around 4 or 5 coffee shops, so always visit different ones. And luckily all of them have a squid or square point collection, so after 10 purchases we get a free coffee or matcha. It's Friday lunchtime, so with my colleagues we're going out to try out the new eclair place in Dunleary. It's called the French Revolution, so we will treat ourselves with some eclairs. I'm going to one of my favorite specialty coffee shops in Dublin, the Cloud Picker Cafe. It's very close to Trinity College. And if you are a matcha lover, check out the Matcha bar. In Dublin, many museums and galleries are free to visit. For example, the IMA, the Irish Museum of Modern Art, the RAJ Gallery, the National Gallery of Ireland, the National History Museum. But if you want to visit a more famous or immersive experience like the Epic or Book of Kells or whiskey distilleries or the Dublin Castle or the Little Museum of Dublin, for those you will have to pay. And the tickets are usually 10-15 euros. And now here at Trinity I will also go to a gallery which is free to visit. It's the Douglas and Hyde Gallery, so let's go! Around every second or third month we go to a concert, and this month we went to Rai X's concert at the 3 Olympia Theatre. It was so good, and our 2 tickets cost 79 euros with fees, and we also paid 4 euros for the cloakroom. Smaller club concerts are around this price or even cheaper. If there's a more famous band playing in a 3 Arena, for example, then the price can be between 50-100 euros. And last November we went to Glass Animals concert and the ticket was 60 euros including fees. And for example, last year Coldplay was also playing in Dublin in Croke Park, and I haven't been there, but I've heard that the standing tickets were 120 euros and the seated tickets range from 80 and 180 euros. This month we came for a day trip to Wicklow, and I think it will be around 70 euros or something like this. When we travel to another country for more days, we always rent a car, but for day trips we use the GoCar car sharing service. So this way the first 50 kilometers are free, and you pay by hour. So the hourly fees start from €9, but we prefer to use automated cars because it's still hard to drive on the left side and I have to concentrate too much, so we pay the price. And there are other car sharing services like Yuko and DriveU. So you can check all the websites and compare the prices. The apartment complex has a gym, so I don't pay for a gym membership. I just pay for my fitness app Shreddy, but it has like an annual fee, so I pay it once a year. However, Jackson goes to Westwood Gym, which also has a sauna and jacuzzi and swimming pool, so he pays €90 per month. But you can also find more affordable gym options. So before we moved here, I used to go to Energy Gym to Dunleary, and there I pay €38 per month for unlimited gym access and classes. My March habit is to practice yoga every day, so I signed up for my Hungarian friend new yoga platform, Salon Sophie Society. And it's Hungarian, so if you don't speak Hungarian, it might not be the best option for you. Anyways, Zsófi's voice is super relaxing and she has classes at different length for every level, and the platform also offers a meditation. Her monthly membership is €25, which is almost the same price of a single yoga class in Dublin. I have some health issues, so I consult a naturopath every month. The initial consultation was, I think, €90, and these monthly follow-ups are €45. And usually I also get like a little herbal medical package, and this was $110, and I will show it to you what's inside. Yeah, I have here some formulas for hormone balancing, detoxing, and actually this will be a new one I will try. I also want to share some average healthcare prices with you. Like a GP visit or call is around €50, a 30 minutes physiotherapy session is €70. Like a few months back, I had a pelvic ultrasound which was €130, and the blood test can vary from 100, 200, 300, depends on how many markers you're testing for. But for example, you can get back 10-20% from revenue if you claim the GP call, the physiotherapy, and the prescribed medications. At the beginning of the year, I promised myself that I will invest more into self-care and I will try out new self-development and healing techniques. So now I'm going to a 2-hour breathwork session with somatic movements and sound bath, and it will be in Dublin Yoga Studio in Ranelagh. And I'm very excited and also a bit nervous. Don't know what to expect because this will be my first breathwork session, so let's see. This month I'm going to another self-care event. It will be a yin and visualization workshop at, I'm not sure how to pronounce, Segotia Art Center. On the workshop it will be breathwork, visualization, journaling, yin yoga, meditation, and matcha. Now let's talk about beauty products and beauty treatments. If I want to buy a product like soap, shampoo or hand cream, usually I go to Holland & Barrett or other small bio or health stores. But if I want to order cream for my face or something like that, I always order from Niche Beauty. It's a German company and they have loads of international brands also for affordable prices. And on the website you can also filter for clean products. So basically this is not completely Ireland related, but I will show you what I ordered and for how much. Because here's a little insider tip for you. You can subscribe to their newsletter, and almost every month they send like a 20-25% voucher, so you can have some discounts. So for example, this month I got 25% off for Women's Day. Let's do some unboxing. SPF, nail polish remover, conditioner, electrolytes, 2 nail polish, and some free products. Oh, the full price of these products would be in 183, but with the 25% discount, I could save 46 euros. So I paid only 137. In every 2-3 months, I go for a facial, which has like extraction, exfoliation, red light, massage, things like that. And my facial costs like 160 euros, but I guess this would be the average price. So depending on your situation and the chosen salon, this price can vary. And here are a few more beauty treatment prices. This month I also went for an eye trio. It was 30 euros. And my latest haircut was 75 euros. It was in a smaller salon, so the price can be higher depending on the location and the salon. And the waxing prices can vary. For example, an intimate area waxing is 55 euros, but of course it depends on the body part. Your lifestyle, preferences and expenses might be completely different from me. Maybe you don't drink coffee and matcha, but you have a monthly gym membership or you order food. But anyways, I hope you got an overall idea of what the average living costs in Ireland would look like for you. So here's my total monthly breakdown based on the prices in March 2025. So this month I spent around 2,565 euros and almost half of it, 45%, was the housing costs. The monthly transportation is always around 90 euros, and the second most significant fixed monthly expense is groceries, 409 euros, which is 16% of the total expenses. And yeah, salmon and steak are not very low cost, but quality food is very important to us, so we pay the price. Eating out was 156 euros. It could be lower, but we deserve a high quality steak every second or third month. And brunch is also a necessity for me. The additional coffee, matcha and treats cost 86 euros this March. If I would really want, I could cut it back, but I really like coffee and matcha and they bring me daily happiness, so I'm fine with this amount. Entertainment and cultural activities was 48 euros, which is not that high in my opinion. Traveling was also low with its 36 euros. However, when we travel somewhere in Ireland, the cost is always higher because one night's accommodation starts usually from 150 euros and renting a car and eating out also add to the cost. I won't go into many details about this now, but maybe in the future I'll do a video about this. The beauty and the wellness section always changes because I don't go to the beauty salon every month, and the amount sometimes is 0, sometimes it's 327 euros. I'm kind of happy with my salary. Of course it could be more, but still I can invest every month, I can save money for future rallies and traveling, and I still enjoy my life. And here are a few tips on what helps us to save more money. Like you've seen in the video, coupons and loyalty programs are the game changer for us, and cooking at home instead of ordering takeaways, and also being mindful of what we really enjoy spending money on. So for us it's quality food, self-care and daily happiness like coffee and matcha, and traveling of course. In the end, everything depends on your personal preferences, lifestyle and budget, but I hope this video gave you like a realistic idea of what the average prices are in Dublin and Ireland in 2025. And tell me in the comments below what surprised you the most and how do these prices compare to where you live now. And if you want to dig deeper in any of these categories like housing, groceries, self-care or things like that, also let me know in the comments below. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe for more travel content about Ireland, hidden gems, Dublin daily vlogs, and see you in the next one. Thank you, bye!